yourself. Last night I went to bed and my house was surrounded by a double row of pink and loud petunias. And look at them now. Each and every one of them has been viciously and maliciously crushed underfoot.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Well is not going to catch the culprit.
Well, now what do you want me to do, Miss Simple?
I want you to apprehend the petunial saddle maniac besides 11D foot.
11D?
Yes, that's the size. I just now had them measured by the shoe clerk.
That's a pretty large foot, Miss Simple. But a lot of men have large feet.
Not in proper Massachusetts. Mr. Nose of the shoe clerk just assured me that no one else in town has a shoe that size. Now, of course, you realize the danger of allowing this maniac to remain at large. In my opinion, any man who is capable of stomping on the sweetness of petunias is equally capable of hitting a woman or kicking an innocent child.
I'll do my best, Miss Simple.
Yes, thank you.
Hey,
Oh, gracious, please be careful. You're banging your head against my chandelier.
oh gosh, sorry about that, Miss Simple. I guess I better sit down.
Heaven have mercy. You seem to have a knack for this structure.
Yeah,
You broke my antique chair to Smith.
put that one on the tab, okay?
I appreciate your sorrow, but that's not going to mend my chair. Is there anything I can show you in the way of notions?
Actually, yes, I'd like to buy that pair of wine-colored socks you have over in the windows.
Yes, and what size sock do you wear?
You know, I keep forgetting, but, my shoes are size 11D.
What size did you say? 11? 11D?
Ugh. Yeah, that's right, Miss Simple. Size 11D.
Oh, and your shoes are rather muddy, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess they are.
Like you might have stepped in a freshly watered flower bed last night.
Come to think of it, that's exactly what I did.
Well, then I don't suppose you've heard of the case of Petunia crushing, which occurred last night.
As a matter of fact, I've heard all about it.
Well, how's that possible? He's the only man who knew about it. Except the man who did it. You are the man who did it.
That's right, Miss Simple. I am the man who crushed your petunias.
Stay right where you are.
I'm not going to leave.
Don't move a foot till the officer comes.
You're going to call the officer?
Yes, but first, I want to know why you did it. Why did you crush my petunias?
Well, I'll tell you why. Firstly, because you barricaded your house. And more importantly, your heart behind that silly double row of petunias.
There. My house. My heart. My heart. That's absurd. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know, Miss Simple. These petunias are apparently such delicate creatures, but trust me, they have a terrible resistance.
Resistance to what, I may ask?
Ugh, just anything big or important. Nothing big or important can get by a double row of petunias. That is the reason you're living alone with your canary and starting to dislike him.
Dislike my canary? I love him.
Secretly, Miss Simple, you wish the bird seed would show you. You dislike that canary nearly as much as you disliked your petunias.
Why should I? Why should you? Why should anybody dislike petunias?
Our animosity towards the petunias and other related flora is best explained by a poem on this road. Would you like to hear it?
I suppose I should if it's relevant to the case.
Oh boy, okay, I guarantee you it is. Now, if I remember right, it goes a little something like this. How grimly do petunias look by things not listed in the book, for these dear creatures never move outside of their academic group. They mark with sharp and moral life phenomena that passes by and classify as good or evil, mammoth, whale, or tiny evil. They note with consummate disdain all that is masculine or pain, and rush down to their tender roost when men pass by in working boots. Oh, honest language shocks and so they cringe to hear a rooster crow. They find that even blind man's bluff is noisy and extremely rough and not quite innocent enough. What do you think?
Unfair. Completely unfair.
To organize petunias?
Yes, and besides, I don't think any man has the right to form his opinions in the form of footprints on other people's petunias.
Well, Miss Simple, I'll have you know I'm prepared to make complete restitution.
What with?
With these
What are they?
seeds.
The seeds of what? Sedition?
No. Wild roses.
Wild? I could not use them.
Why not, Miss Simple?
Flowers are like human beings. They have to be allowed to grow. They can't be
Regimented? Oh, I see. You're a horticultural fascist.
Petunias.
Then why don't you, Miss Simple?
Only because you made an honest confession.
Oh, that is not why.
No.
The real reason is you are fascinated.
Fascinated. I am indeed.
Miss Simple, in spite of your late unlimited petunias, you are charmed. You're intrigued, and you are frightened.
And you're very conceited.
Now, if you please, I would like to ask you a very important question.
You may, but I need my answer.
You will if you can. Now, the question is this. What do you make of it all?
I don't understand all of what.
The world, the universe, and your position in it? This miraculous accident of being alive? Listen, has it ever occurred to you how much the living are outnumbered by the dead? Their numerical superiority is so vast, you cannot possibly find one ratio with figures vast enough above the line and below the line to possibly represent it.
You sound like you're trying to sell me something.
Oh, I am, just wait.
Oh, I'm not in the market.
Please! Just 1 minute of your infinitely valuable time is all I need.
All right, 1 minute.
Look!
At what?
Little shafts of dust in the April sunlight.
What about them?
Just think. You might have been any one of those instead of what you are. Or any of the other millions and billions and trillions of particles of mute, unconscious matter. Never capable of asking any questions. Never capable of giving any answers. Never capable of thinking, of feeling, or doing anything at all. But instead, it's simple. By the rarest and most improbable of accidents, you have to be what you are. Dorothy from Boston. Come on, you're human. You're alive. You're capable of thought and feeling and action. Now, here comes the vital part of my question. What are you going to do with it?
Well, goodness gracious sakes alive, I thought you came in here to buy some socks.
Oh, I did. But first, I got to sell you something.
Sell me what?
A wonderful bill of goods.
Oh, I have to see the bill before I sign the order.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
My samples are much too precious to display in this shop. You're going to have to make an appointment.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't want business in here.
In here? In here only? Well, too bad for me, I guess. Too bad for you. Too bad for both of us. I guess I'll just take my shoes and leave. Maybe you'll change your mind?
I don't think so.
Well, just in case you do, here's my card.
Life Incorporated. Oh, I see, you're a magazine salesman.
Well, I don't exactly represent printed matter, per se.
It is matter, though.
Oh, yes. And it is a matter of tremendous importance, but it's neglected by people. And lately, a rival concern has sprung up inside the country. This firm is known only as Death Unlimited. Their product comes in a package labeled war, and one of their biggest sales points is excitement. Why does it work so well? Because you, silly people, surround your houses and, more importantly, your hearts behind trivial little things like petunias! If we could substitute wild roses, there wouldn't be awards. No! There'd be excitement enough in the world without having them. That is why, this simple, we have started this petunia-crushing campaign. Life Incorporated has come to the realization that if we need to stop the untouchable tides of Death Uncorporated, we need to use the same aggressive methods promotions as them.
Well, you see, it's like this. I don't like buying in Boston, and...
Boston? What do you buy in Boston?
Well, you can see for yourself. People look at the stock.
Thimbles, odds, threads, ladies' white gloves.
Notions, odds and ends.
Odds and ends of existence?
Yes, that's it exactly.
Historically, what do you do after the course?
Oh, I have a lot of correspondence.
Who with?
Wholesale firms in Boston.
How do you sign your letters?
Sincerely, as ever, very yours truly.
But never looking out.
Love, firms in Boston.
Well, I suppose not. I guess you're doing business with the wrong kind of people. Tell you what, I think it's time you ought to enlarge your correspondence. Maybe tonight at 8:30 on the highway number 76.
Oh, no, I have my correspondence.
Delay your correspondence. We'll have a few beers at the Starlight Casino. Come on.
But I don't drink.
Then eat. Swiss cheese on rye, doesn't matter. Hey, afterwards I'll take you for a spin on that motorcycle. How about that?
Where to?
To Cypress Hill. Where else?
Why? That's a cemetery.
Oh, yes, I know.
Well, why there?
Because dead people give their best advice.
What advice would you give?
Home of living.
Living?
Yeah, they tell me one word. To live.
Live?
Yes, live, live, live. It's the only word they got left in their vocabulary.
I don't see how.
I'll tell you how. If there's one thing that works in death's favor, it's a wonderful process of simplification. For instance, it goes through your dictionary with an absolutely merciless blue pencil, marks up everything, and when it's done, you got one page. And on that one page, one word.
The words you hear at night on Cypress Hill.
The word you hear at night on Cypress Hill.
Oh.
Yeah, but nobody hears it until they do with me. Listen, between you and I got a device that makes it audible to them. Something absolutely weightless and transparent. Fits right in your ear, but nonetheless, a marvelous invention. Your friends won't even know you have it on, but once you put it in, you hear that long-lost sweet sound of leaves in motion.
Leaves in motion.
Yeah, leaves of wind-blown grass, or willow leaves, or cypress leaves. But trust me, after you hear it once, you'll never be the same. No, you'll be changed forever.
In what way?
You'll live, and not behind silly double things like Petunias. So how about it this simple? Dorothy, is it a date? Tonight at 8:30 on number 77?
Well, whereabouts on Highway number 77?
By the broken place in the stone wall, with a plum tree has cleft the rocks and made them crumble. How about that?
I know it sounds so far, so uncivilized.
Oh, it's uncivilized, but I guarantee you, it ain't far.
Well, how do I get there? I have no means of transportation.
Borrow your kid brother's bike, that is.
Tonight's scouts meeting. He wouldn't let me.
Then walk, it wouldn't kill you.
How do you know? It might. I do come from Boston.
Hey, listen, lady. Boston's a state of mind that you'll grow out of.
Now I've got some insulin shock treatment.
Stop evading! Will you or will you not go?
I can't give definite answers. I'm from Boston.
One more mention of Boston's apt to be fatal, missy. Come on, Dorothy, I don't have all day.
I guess I might.
You guess you might?
Guess I will.
You guess you will?
I mean, I will. I will.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. See you tonight, Dorothy. 8:30 on number 77.
Yes.
My work here is done.
Bye. Oh, hello. What do you want?
Hello?
Yes.
I want a pair of wine colored socks.
Oh, I'm sorry, but the only pair of socks we have has been reserved.
Reserved? For whom is simple?
A gentleman who represents the sign.
Life Incorporated? Never heard of it before.
Neither had I before today. But tomorrow, the store's going to be closed for expensive alterations.
Alterations? What kind of alterations, Miss Simple?
I'm going to be knocking out all 4 walls.
Knockout. Incredible.
Yes, to accommodate some brand new merchandise. Merchandise we've never kept in stock before.
What kind of things? Things in boxes or bottles?
Neither nor, Miss Stahl.
But everything comes in bottles and boxes.
Everything but Life Incorporated.
What does it come in?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure it's marvelous. Something enormous, as big as the skies. Oh, and I'm also going to be changing the name of the store. It's not going to be Simple Notions anymore. It's going to be Tremendous Innovations.
Tremendous innovation.
Yep.
You're gonna be losing my custom then.
I rather expected to.
And you're not sorry?
Sorry, I think I got a rash from dealing with your silverware. You sniffle too much. You ought to blow your nose and better get you on to trim it down. I often wonder how you get your nose through traffic. Oh, Miss Dolly, you forgot your groceries. Yes, hello, officer. Yes, everything's been settled. The saboteur has made full restitution. But I do have one question for you. How do you get up to highway number 77? Well, it's not abandoned by me. Where is it? I don't care if the rain has loosened half the stone or if the wind's taken liberty. Wait, what did you say about the trees making shadows at night? Unheard of voices? Mindless acrobatics? Cartwheels in mid-air? Oh, well, wonderful. How do I get there? Well, who wants to come back here? Not I, nor is anyone a more willing candidate to not come back than I am today. Okay, Okay, I just want to know, is it north, is it south, is it east of town? All 4 directions. Well, then I don't suppose I can miss it. Yes, that's all. Goodbye. Bye forever.